Hey YouTube, Logan with Hideaway Homestead coming to you today here in the duck shack with a video on fodder. Again, this here's mulberry. I've made a video about mulberry, just the tree identification and its uses. I've made one on gathering the berries, but I have not shown my animals eating these leaves, so I wanted to make a video on that just so that you can see that I'm not full of it and that it is palatable to the animals. So I came in here to the duck shed to start with them because they've never had the mulberry, but from everything else that I've seen that they've eaten, oh my gosh, whoo, these ducks are hungry. They're biting my toes right now, but maybe I'm getting them a little too tame. But let's get them down here. Or block the camera there. Let me see if I can't angle it down here where we can see the ducks eat some of this mulberry here. Oh, yep, there they go. Let me angle the camera down just a fuzz more. Yeah. So they like it pretty good. So mulberry is a leaf that has a high end of protein content of 34%. So if you're ever thinking that you're lacking protein, this is an excellent way as far as green matter goes to up that protein for your animals. I'm just going to lay this down and let them get at it good. They're figuring out you got to rip it apart a little bit. But I'll pull my chair up here. We'll watch them. Let's see here. Let me see if I can't get to where it won't be just my knees talking. So the protein content's 34% on the high end, so it can be a really good source of protein. With my rabbits, if I feed them mulberry, I'll a lot of times mix it with something that's a lower protein content, higher fiber. And the reason I do that is because you don't want them to have an imbalanced diet of really high protein or really high fiber and no protein. And what I've figured out from my short period of putting animals on fodder rather than feeding just from the feed store is that animals in nature, none of them are going through and thinking like, oh, I better eat this plant because it's this much protein and it has this vitamins and it has this and that. Animals don't think like that. They use their nose and their mouths a lot more than we do, and their sight. They have certain things that they just know are that they need at that time. They listen to their body. So what I like to do is I may give just one species of plant at a time, but I will go through and throughout the day or every other day give them something different, so that way they're getting that variety and they're getting a balanced diet. So as you can see, they're ripping these leaves apart, and as soon as they've eaten as much of this as they can, I'll come through and I'll probably give them some duck feed. These here, I'm wanting to get them up big as quick as I can, and I don't have enough fodder systems for ducks to raise them up, so we have to give them a good bit of the flock raiser that we buy. So yeah, now that we've seen the ducks eat on it, I've got some more in the bucket. I'm gonna take them up to the rabbits. Now the rabbits are just in love with mulberry. I think it might be their favorite. It's in between that and willow. It's a real close race between them, because anytime I bring willow or mulberry, they go crazy for it. So let's go take the bucket to the rabbits and see how they like the mulberry. All right, so here we are at the rabbits. I'm gonna grab a stem of this mulberry here out of the bucket. I'll have to cut this one in half. Just too long. But as you can see, they are excited about getting some of this. I've been trying to feed these more on fodder than I have the feed. As you can see, with the goldenrod, I've made video on that before. the goldenrod there, they eat a good bit of it, but if you put a lot of it in there, they get tired of it pretty quick. So we'll give them something that's more of a treat here. Oh yeah. And give one to this little bunny over here. And I'm gonna go around to the other side and take the other rabbits, these, but as you can see, I'm gonna bring it in here just a little bit. Sorry, I'm not a cinematographer, so videos kind of suck sometimes. But the rabbits munching down on them. This is by far one of their favorites. So yeah, consider growing mulberry. And the good thing about mulberry is there's some varieties I think they say are a little bit easier to start from cuttings. I have had poor luck with cuttings. I don't know why. There's several different things that I'm trying right now that I'll make videos about in the future, about trying to get cuttings off of this individual that has the delicious berries. But the thing is, I've got a bunch growing from seed, and they're doing great. And for the protein content of like the leaves, if you're wanting to grow it for just fodder, there's really no need to have the fruit. So you can have, you know, fruitless males and still get a ton out of them. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. If you're into homesteading and permaculture, subscribe to the channel. I drop a video every day. Ring that notification bell, and leave a like on the video if it was helpful. Leave any questions you got down in the comments, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.